New this morning, Germany is warning of possible natural gas rationing amid its dispute with Russia. The Kremlin has demanded that so-called unfriendly countries pay in rubles for gas. That's stoking fears of an energy crunch in Europe. Not much stoking was necessary. CNBC's Brian Sullivan joins us now with more. Since the very first buildup on the border of Ukraine, we've been worrying about Europe's energy needs, I think, Brian.
Yeah, and remember, and before I get into the story, guys, the area of Ukraine that Putin ostensibly wants, if not the whole country, but the eastern part, has huge natural gas reserves. I mean, it's easy to forget that because we don't think of Ukraine as a big energy power, but they have a lot of natural gas. And so we've talked about this war being about maybe energy plus other things, just something to consider. Anyway, it's getting worse in Europe. Germany is now warning of natural gas rationing. There is no rationing just yet, but they are getting the population ready, kind of prepping them for it. It's stage one of this emergency plan. There are worries there that Russia could cut off gas flows over lack of payment in rubles. Remember, Putin has said that Russia wants to be paid in rubles, not euros or not U.S. dollars. The G7 rejecting that idea, but Vladimir Putin holding firm. So this warning, kind of a stage one, just basically monitoring current levels of storage, but also asking citizens to be smart with usage. I know you guys talked about that in the previous hour. Right now, Russian gas, and oil for that matter, is flowing to Germany and to Europe. They simply cannot not take the gas. It's about 40 or 50% of their energy source, so they still have to take it despite all these other sanctions against Russia. Germany, believe it or not, right now is working to fill storage for next winter, right? Hopefully it's starting to warm up, although freezing here and cold in Europe as well. They're starting to think about fall and winter. Their storage levels are very, very small. All right, so what is this all doing to prices? We knew prices, guys, were already elevated. Well, spot natural gas prices are up 15% overnight. That's that Dutch TTF thing we show you. That's it. Well, that's our natural gas. But Dutch TTF futures are at $100, 120 euro per megawatt hour. Do the conversion on that, as unwieldy as it is. It comes out, Joe, to about 35 US dollars per MBTU for spot natural gas. That is 7 times what we are paying here. We show our viewers that $5. Theirs is showing $35. All this, by the way, factoring into rampant inflation. The kind of inflation, Joe, that Germany and Europe have not seen since World War II. Bring that chart back up, guys, please. That's producer prices in Germany. That is not a misquote. They rose 25% year over year. The long-term average is about 3%. And consider this. A lot of this recent spike, remember, inflation is not new. It's been around now for about a year. But this recent added spike is not even really priced in to that PPI number, Joe. So producer prices and likely consumer prices are likely to get a lot worse. I'm going to combine what you and Dom just talked about with this story. There's a buddy of mine here in New Jersey. He's French. His brother owns a couple of golf courses in southern France. Sounds lovely. Except I saw him yesterday and he said he has almost no business. He talked to his brother because people don't want to drive 20 miles or kilometers or whatever to the golf course because in parts of France, gasoline is the equivalent of 10 US dollars per gallon. So natural gas is getting bad, getting worse. Gasoline is getting worse. It's going to hit Europe. They could be in for a recession. Oh, and by the way, Joe, we're now shipping diesel fuel from the U.S. to Europe because there are concerns about diesel fuel levels. The last time we shipped diesel fuel from here to there, I have no idea.